Continue as Alice. Continue as, okay.
Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday to everyone.
Continue as Alice Mirai. What is going on?
What is he saying?
Okay, I'm in.
Good. Are you in?
Okay, let me see. Your booster has lost connection. Why? Make sure to not other apps using the camera. What app again? Would you like to? Would you like?
Hello, look. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Good morning, Comfort. Oh, good afternoon. Oh, good evening. I know it's already 8 o'clock down there. I hope everyone is fine. I hope you've had a great week and weekend so far. All right. I can see you now. So I'm going to stop over here. I hope everyone is fine. Please, this is a time to like and invite your friends. Send some hearts. Happy Sunday. How was your week? You know, if hey CB, welcome. So if I could change today's life title, if I could change the title of today's life, I will call it a life to change, to save a life. A life to save a life. You know, it's only 2 days ago that I got informed.
You can do that in the Contacts app.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, guys. Give me one moment.
You're muted, ma. Good evening, ma. You're muted.
Yeah.
Oh my
thought it was
God.
only me.
I am so
You've been you've been talking for a very long time. I was like, oh my God, check your phone. I don't want to leave the studio.
I am so
For
sorry,
like
guys.
3 minutes, you're muted.
I thought it was only me. I was like, I started
God.
checking on my phone.
No, my computer kind of acted up in a little while, so I decided to mute myself so I could fix what was going on, and then
Oh yeah.
I
Look at
forgot
that.
to unmute myself. But I'm gonna re-say what I just said because it was important. So today we're gonna be talking about Pamela. I don't know if you guys heard the story, but it's only like 2 days ago I came across her story. And even though a long time ago I had said to myself that I am not gonna allow the things that are happening on social media get to me because there's so much happening. When I heard Pamela's story, I just felt a holy anger. And I was like, no, we have to talk about this. And hopefully, because if I could like, there's a lot of background noises. Yeah. Hi, Juliet. Because if I was like to change, if I could change today's life title, I would call it "A Life to Save a Life," because we still don't know what happened to Pamela, but this shouldn't happen. Love is not supposed to go the way it went for her. This is why today is important. Like, we're hoping that whatever happened to Pamela never happens again to another woman. So I don't like this layout. Okay, I like this better. So CB, how are you doing?
Hi, ma'am. Happy Sunday. How is your
Happy Sunday,
family?
CB. My family is doing wonderful. How are you? How's your family?
We're doing great.
Thank
We
God.
we are okay. Thank you for
We
asking.
we missed you last week, but I'm glad you're here
Yes, I
today.
missed you guys too. Yes, I'm sorry for missing the show last week. It was circumstances beyond my control.
Yeah, it's okay. Oh, Alice, welcome to the studio.
Thank
Oh,
you,
Alice is
thank you,
here.
thank you.
Is
I'm
it
here.
Alice or
I'm here.
Alice?
Alice,
It's
Alice is
Alice.
Alice is here today. Yes. And in the comment section, we
Oh,
have Comfort,
okay.
we have Juliet.
Alice is right here.
Hi, hi,
Hi, happy
sister.
Sunday.
Hello, happy Sunday.
So we have Juliet here in the comment section. We have Comfort. We have Look as well. I don't know, Miss Elise. Let me see. Is she coming? Maybe she's running late after church. But Miss Elise, I also hope that you're going to be joining in a moment. And in the
Oh my
comment
God, I
section,
was missing Alice with Elise. Huh.
oh no,
Are they
Yeah,
sisters?
yeah. Miss Alice haven't has she hasn't joined yet. So this is Alice. Alice joined
Okay.
one time. I don't know if you remember her, like a while back.
Okay, maybe I don't know. I can't remember honestly. I don't.
It's okay. So yeah, and in the comment section, guys, there's a link. There's a link for the studio. So I'm gonna add Luke. Luke is also here for now. I'm gonna add him on the studio. Hi, Luke. Luke, Luke, can you hear me? All right. I don't know. Maybe Luke is. I see that it's muted. I don't quite know. So let's hear Pamela's story.
Hmm,
Let's
that's a
hear.
good one.
Yeah, let's hear Pamela's story. Let's hear her story. Um, what is that? Okay, I don't get this. Okay, I don't know. The layout today is a little bit different from let's try this one. No, that's not what I want. What about this one? No. Okay. Mm-mm.
Is Pamela. She is Congolese, pregnant with her second child by her Cameroonian boyfriend named Wilfred. Initially, Wilfred rejected the pregnancy and pressured her to have an abortion. Pamela refused. However, to her surprise, he later changed his mind unexpectedly and agreed to accept the pregnancy on the condition that she would travel to Cameroon with him to meet his family first. Pamela agreed. Wilfred purchased a plane ticket for her on Brussels Airlines, scheduled to land on October 31st, 2024. Before leaving Brussels, Pamela confided in a close Cameroonian friend who gave her a package to deliver to family members back in Cameroon. Since October 31st, no one has heard from Pamela. Even the package which she was entrusted to deliver was later handed over by Wilfred. Pamela has not been seen or heard from since October 1st. A video shared online by Pamela's hairdresser, taken the day before she boarded her flight, shows her proudly displaying a fresh hairstyle. Then, on November 2nd, the body of an unidentified woman was found in Douala by a neighborhood not far from Wilfred's grandmother's home. What struck people as strange was the resemblance between the woman's body and Pamela, particularly the body type and hairstyle. On November 5th, Wilfred returned to Belgium. He told Pamela's worried friends, who were frantically searching for answers, that Pamela had left Cameroon immediately after landing and had
My
flown to
God.
Congo to care for her sick mother.
Mhm.
However, he was reportedly unwilling to speak with Pamela's family and friends when they came looking for her, insisting on meeting them only by the roadside. After some insistence, he reluctantly allowed them to visit his house. To their shock, they discovered that Wilfred was living with another woman and child. The situation left everyone confused. How could Wilfred travel back to introduce Pamela to his family while already in a seemingly committed relationship with someone else? Disclaimer: as of now, there is no evidence linking Wilfred to Pamela's disappearance or whatever happened to her in Cameroon.
All right, guys. So that is the story. That is the story of that is the story
That's
of Pamela.
awful.
Yeah, that is the story of Pamela. And as of now, unless anyone has like unless anyone am I muted?
No.
Okay. Hold on.
I
So unless anyone has any updates on Pamela's story, as of today, we still don't know for sure what happened to Pamela. So Pamela is a Congolese, and she is a resident in Belgium. She met Wilfred, a Cameroonian guy, about like few years ago because they have a first child together. So they meet together, they're together, they have a first child. They break up. Wilfred goes on to start his life with another woman. And apparently, from what we heard, the woman that he lives with right now is a Cameroonian woman with whom he has a 6-month-old baby. We don't know what happened. Somehow, some way, Pamela got pregnant for the second time with Wilfred. Now, there have been some audios online. Unfortunately, I couldn't put my hands on one of Wilfred begging Pamela to abort the pregnancy, begging her, even threatening to kill himself if she doesn't abort the pregnancy. And Pamela said, I am a Christian. I am not going to abort this pregnancy. Somehow, Wilfred convinced her to, okay, go home to Cameroon, his country, and meet his family. He said, okay, I don't want people to think that I am a irresponsible man. Let's go to Cameroon so I can introduce you to my family. Let's make this thing official. She was happy. There's even a video online of her showing her hairstyle. You know, like you go to the hair salon, they braid your hair and they take video for their own advertisement and they put online. She has like very nice braids on, getting ready to go to Cameroon to meet her in-laws. She was even going to travel with the first baby. That is 2 years old, their first child. But somehow there were some issues with the baby's passport. So she ended up traveling only alone. Wilfred is the one who bought the flight ticket for her. The last time that her family heard from her was on October 31st when she landed in Cameroon, and Wilfred went and picked her up at the airport. No one has heard from Pamela since. Wilfred, on the 5th of November, returned to Belgium. And everyone, Pamela's friends, family, they haven't heard from her. They're like, what is happening? What happened to Pamela? She went to meet your family. Now you're back. We haven't heard from her. What happened to Pamela? Wilfred said that upon landing in Cameroon, Pamela flew to Congo to tend to her sick mother. For her sick mother, her mother is sick. And they go like, we here in Congo, we have not heard from Pamela since. And then they try to meet up with him at his house to better talk things out, to maybe figure out what is happening. He was reluctant. He didn't want to receive them in his house, but they insisted. Those are friends and family of Pamela in Belgium. They insisted that you are the last person who saw Pamela. You need to talk to us. You need to give us answers. So upon arriving at his house, they realized that he was living with a wife. He has a wife there. Maybe he's not legally married, but he has a woman there with a baby. They're like, you went to introduce Pamela to your family, but yet you're here with a woman and a baby. Now, in November 2nd, it was reported in Douala that the body of a woman was found in a dumpster, partially burned. Why they have not identified who the woman is, they say she has the body built of Pamela and the same braids that she was displaying online the day before she boarded that plane. So that's the story of Pamela. We still don't know what happened to her. We still don't know where she is. But it seems like something terribly wrong happened in Cameroon. And today we're going to talk about that. Hopefully, someone can save their own life. Maybe someone about to embark into the same journey as trusting someone the way Pamela trusted this man. Maybe today, after the life, someone will come to learn. Maybe someone will take a different decision about proceeding with their own life, and so that they don't make the same mistake. So this is what today's show is about. I'm going to start with you, CB. I don't know if you heard this story. I don't know if you came across it, but I want you to share your impression. I want you to I don't know, what are your impressions?
Honestly, first of all, I am weak. Like I am weak in my bones. I was
Hold on,
chatting.
CB. Miss Elise, I sent you the link on WhatsApp. Miss Elise, open your WhatsApp and you're going to see the link. I'm sending it again. It's right there, Miss Elise. I just sent it. Okay, CB, sorry about that. Go ahead.
Okay, I said, I'm just weak. Like I am weak, I'm speechless, I'm hot, I'm angry. I have a lot of emotions running through me right now. And I keep saying this thing: when you agree to be with someone, your life, even if it doesn't matter if it's a relationship or a marriage, your life is literally in their hands. So we should be careful who we are being vulnerable with. Let me use that word, because once you agree to be with someone, you're telling them, I'm putting my life in your hands. That's how I see relationship. That's how I see marriage. That's why I'm careful. If I see some kind of things I know that I cannot really, cope with, I just back out for my sanity, for my safety, for my health. I'm so sorry that this lady she's no longer she's no longer with us, and it hurts. I just want to say it's not a crime to love someone, it's not a crime to be vulnerable with someone, but we have to be careful. You need a third eye, or should I say you need eyes at the back of your head. You have to I don't know why was he asking her to adopt sorry, abort the child. They already have a child. If I heard the story correctly, they already have a
Yes,
child.
they have a first child.
And
They
yes, and now
broke up.
he's insisting that she should terminate the second one because
Mhm.
he's not ready. And then I don't know what exactly happened, because if, for example, if I were to be in her shoes and I'm pregnant for a man and he tells me, okay, you know what, terminate this pregnancy, I am not ready. That's I'm breaking up with you instantly, because you're telling me that you don't value my life. You're telling me you my health is not important to you. And if we've had a child before, why am I terminating a second pregnancy? Oh my god.
Good
You know,
question.
sometimes sometimes I don't understand my gender. Sometimes we see this sign and we choose to stay. That's why I frown with the whole pray, 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 pray thing sometimes. Sometimes we need to be pragmatic in our approach to life. It's not everything that is spiritual. She saw this sign. The moment he told you terminate this pregnancy, you are supposed to run for your dear life. Never have anything to do with such men. You know, um, coach, do you know that I've heard people say, okay, if a lady, for example, did not terminate a pregnancy, she keeps the pregnancy and then she single-handedly brings that child up, society will say, let the child have access to his or her father. At the end of the day, he's still.
Mhm.
If you ever ask me to terminate a child, to me, you are dead to that child. Yes, because you never wanted the assistance. Don't come and tell me in the future that you want to see that child. So what I expected her to do was love herself enough to choose herself and her baby and then leave. Because I believe staying around is the reason why she was found somewhere unalived. That's a Nigerian slang. Sorry, I mean dead. That's what I was trying to say. The fact that she didn't love herself enough. So, Miss Ellis has said this thing before. You have to love yourself enough to want to protect yourself. Just don't be too free with whoever it is you're dating or you're married to, especially when you're seeing some signs. Because this one was crystal clear that the guy obviously doesn't care about her. You're telling me to terminate a child that you and I made together. We are done. Somebody will be like, okay, is it every little thing you're going to leave the relationship or you're going to leave the marriage? There are reasons like this. This is a good reason to leave a relationship or leave a marriage, especially if terminating a child did not come from me. Like, I didn't make up my mind to say, okay, you know what, I don't want this baby, I want to terminate this baby. If you're a man, we made a child together, and then you're telling me to terminate that child. You're telling me you don't love me. You're telling me you don't value my life. You're telling me you don't value my health. I'm done with you. I keep saying this thing all the time. I'll pick myself every time. When you have self-love, I don't know if I've shared on this platform before that I used to have very low self-esteem, bad one, very bad one. I single-handedly dug myself out of that hole. I was depressed as a teenager. I had low self-esteem. I felt like I wasn't good enough. I dug myself out of that hole. I read books. I made oh my god. Hmm.
You worked on yourself. You did some
I
personal
worked on
development.
myself. Yes,
Yeah.
I cried. I cried when I realized that I I wasn't, you know, I cried when I think about who I used to be. I I cry so much and I'm like, oh God, so this is who I was. That's why when I'm in a relationship with anyone and you're giving me this sign like you're doing me a favor because you're dating me, honey, I'm out. You're not doing me a favor. You're not doing me a favor because I'm a diva. There's a reason why I call myself a diva. I know how to use my hands to work and make money. I know how to go out there and hustle for money. So if you now want to start acting like you're doing me a favor, I'm out, because that's how it starts. Those are the little red flags that me I see personally. Then they'll just feel like they can just, do you know that he gaslighted her, he manipulated her? Have you ever heard a man telling a lady, if you love me, you would do this? You have a certain, you have a standard or a line that you don't want to cross, and you're trying to explain to this man that, oh my God, I can't do this. I don't like this, and they'll say, if you love me, you do it. Oh, Tony, I'm gone. I will tell you no with capital letters, like capital letter N-O, no. I, I, I can't. I can't.
And I'm
I
really
just want to
hoping
say,
that, especially the younger generation, younger sisters, that they're hearing these things and they're taking it into account,
when
and
you love yourself, you attract the
yeah,
right man. That, even if you're attracting the wrong ones, because life is life, life will happen, definitely. But when a man sees how much you love and value yourself, that's how he will treat you. Because if you say, okay, and you know what, it's a relationship, we're still getting to know each other, it's going to multiply in marriage. And this is something that my mom even told me. Anything you tolerate in relationship, get ready to tolerate it in the marriage. Oh, there's nothing like he's going to change. That's why I frown at women who say, he'll change. Honey, if he wants to change, he will change by himself. And I
mm-hmm.
keep telling women that, sorry, if you are religious, I'm sorry, this might hurt you, but prayer doesn't change anybody. I am sorry. I don't share that philosophy that prayer changes people. If you want to change, you will change inside of you, in your spirit man. Then the
Thank
prayer will just help the change. The change starts physically, it doesn't start spiritually.
thank you,
It's just like
CD.
someone who, yes, it's just like someone who smokes. I'm sorry, am I talking too much?
No, you're not. I was just gonna be like, let's maybe hear from someone else, and then we'll,
Okay, okay, it's
yeah,
fine. I can mute my mic.
yeah. Thank you.
I can mute my mic and come back.
Okay, Alice, you heard this story. We talked about it. What are your impression? And like I said earlier, we still don't know for sure what happened to Pamela. And the only thing is that that body that was found in Cameroon wasn't too far from Wilfred grandmother house. It wasn't too far from there. So there's a lot of things that talk about him doing something to her, but we don't know for sure. And Alice, let's hear from you. She's here? Alice, are you here?
I'm here now. I have a phone call interrupt.
Okay, so yeah, let's hear from you. You heard this story. What are your
Yes, I
impressions?
heard.
Yes.
What I'm gonna say here is from the little track that I tracked onto this story was that because we're not gonna just started talking something on the top. We cannot start talk about this issue like on the very top of it. We have to look in the deep bottom of this story, how the relationship how that relationship first of all starts. How did they start that relationship? Because from the one I heard, it was like it looked like the lady was the one that made the guy to have a paper in Europe, like what they call it, become legally in Europe, something like that. So we have to also look at that area because sometimes people think, I don't know if uh, all these things have a sign and sign before, because let's say maybe they was together before because the guy wanted her to give him a paper. But if the guy maybe wanted her to give him a paper, and no matter what it is, you're gonna be seeing sign like, you know, I understand that they have a first child in the middle. Maybe that child, the first one was a mistake. He just take it and say, okay, since I'm looking for my paper and I can't do anything right now. Maybe by the time she was giving birth to her, the first child, the paper was already done. And then he was finding himself to get out. Because I believe before something like this happened, it was already a sign and sign and sign and sign that come over. But for the lady, because maybe I don't know if the story is true according to the paper, because some people when they give you something, A lot of people, they don't understand that God used people to make other people. And they don't also understand that sometimes people come to your life just for a period of time. When that time is over, it needs to be an ending.
You have to let it go.
You have to let it go. Because
Mm.
if she had been holding on to the guy because she give the guy a paper, that's a very, very wrong. Very, 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 very wrong. Giving him a paper does not mean that that guy love you, or having a child with somebody does not mean that that person you have to follow the whole life with the person. Even in marriage, like the lady was saying, even in the marriage, I know for her she was not even married yet, so she will have enough time, plenty of time to make sure whatever happens will not happen. It looked like she loved the guy so much. She was focusing about the fact that she gave him the paper, that she even forget that when man, anyway, it's not only on one side, oh, even man, even woman, we all the same. When somebody does not love you, either a man or a woman, like I said here the last time, this person will tell you at 10 o'clock that I don't want this relationship anymore. Be ready to tell the person at 8. Don't let until 10 o'clock show up. Tell him at 8 o'clock, you know what, I am done with you. Or you already know he's going to be the one to say, I'm done. When you do that, you value yourself more than, I don't even know. You'll be like, what? I was thinking this person was so starving having me. How come they just the first person to tell me? So, but the plan, well,
God
that's
bless
how I
you,
see
ma.
my own.
So Miss Alice, you're saying that you're pretty sure there was a lot of signs of the guy not wanting her.
Yes,
Like
yes,
say because
because like,
you said that the fact that a man tell you, I'm talking now to our younger sisters, the fact that a man tells you that I don't want that pregnancy is a big red flag.
but not because she gave the first child before with the guy, does not mean that even with the first child, what is the sign that the guy give to her on the first child? We're not going to just take the story on top of on the second child. Let's go back, try to see what happened in the past. What exactly was happening in the past before this whole two come through? With the first baby, what happened with that first baby? You don't know because she will not tell you.
Hmm.
You don't
Yes.
know. You don't know because if already he already have a child with her. If the guy really love the woman, she should not be asking her to abort. So when the abortion talk come through, you already know that even with the first one, you don't know what happened with the first one. You don't really know what happened with the first child, you know? But because she gave a paper, a lot of us will make that mistake every day. Every day. Women always think, or people, let's say people, not only women, they always think as soon as they give you something, they own you. Please, we have to learn to put everything on God's hands. It's not always the person that you have that's going to be the person that saves you tomorrow. That's how God, and God always use one person to elevate others. That's how God kingdom work. He will use me to elevate this person, and you another person to elevate me. So we have to stop tracking and say, I was the one that made you to be this. Nobody have nobody destiny. Because everything happened because God wanted it to happen. You know? Because that lady, if she had really checked what was going on, over here she cannot blame God because she took herself where she was supposed to go. I cannot even blame that guy either because you don't even know what was happening between both of them. But for going to kill somebody is a point where it's very bad. He should have done everything but not to kill him and not to kill her. That's the very bad part we have about it.
All right.
You
Thank
know?
you. Thank you, Miss Alice. Let's hear from Elise. And then we'll come back to you. Elise, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Have you heard the story?
Yeah, I had a story online, but I don't
Okay.
know. You want me to say my point of view?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, no. Uh, I hope you tighten up your seatbelt because I'm not into emotions or anything like that. This woman, she wanted to die. She was tired of living. Okay. She wanted to die because an African woman will not give a man papers in the name of marriage when she's coming from a family. A man, because he meets you abroad, you just marry him, you alone, no. You alone, you marry man. Sorry. You alone, you marry man when you have a father, a mother, you have a family. How do you people do it? She married a man by herself, and then she forced herself into having a baby with a man that does not love her. I always tell women, a man that is not financially stable, don't marry him. A man that don't have his papers, a man that don't have money, a man that don't have his career set up or something doing that is consistent. You mean a man, he cannot keep a job for 2 years. He's living somewhere, he doesn't have a room that is paying by himself, responsible. You call it love. You would die before your time. You would die before your time. Women should stop helping men to become men. I sing it all the time. They feel like it's a joke. You want to become Jesus. Jesus refused that man. He refused to set him up. His parents refused to set him up. His friends refused to set him up. You were born, you came to this earth to help men. Oh yeah, congratulations. Now she just put her family in a big loss for her family because she refused. The Bible says, honor your father and mother so that your days on earth will be long. You go abroad because you're in a Yubo country. You can do as you want. They say a man should live where you are with him. Go and knock door with his parents. They did not honor that woman. She gave him paper on her own. She gave Bele. I even heard they were no longer living together. So she thought that having a second baby would reconcile them. Useless woman. You boy even think that a child can keep a man. If you want born 20, he would drop you with a 20 and make as if you and those children never existed. Do you know who is man? Do you know who is man? Adam. Hey, Jehovah Shammah. When they tell people that don't marry a man that is not stable, people will say no. I'm not saying the man should be a billionaire. A man should be able to take care of himself, fund for himself and you.
So are you
Then
saying
he's ready.
our first mistake was to try to give paper to that man?
That's the first mistake. You don't give a man paper. Because a man that is in Europe without paper, when he sleeps, he sleeps, he dreams of deportation. When he's walking on the street, his belt is shaking, his pants want to come down. When he eats, he's not satisfied. Because the food served, no matter how much the food, he will not believe because he's shaking in his spirit. He's thinking of deportation. My sister, when he's looking for you, he's not looking for you for love. Because he himself don't love himself. He doesn't love the situation where he is right now. He doesn't love the fact that he cannot provide for himself. He doesn't love the fact that his family depend on him and they're praying for him to bring something from Goroyibo, but he cannot because himself he's disabled. He's disabled. You think that man knows what is love? Who does you? Even if he loves skinny girl, when he might meet a fat girl, he will say, "My darling, my loving." When I saw heaven, I saw you. You are the sugar in my tea. You are my honey pie. Usai, you are not his type, but because my dear abroad red. I says, as I had, the man gonna marry anything. A woman now, I think in France, when you give birth to a person that have papers, you automatically have papers because of the child. Many women have paper kits, paper picking everywhere. Women have turned to you. I don't know. Some women even are this thing. How they call it? Surrogate mother. They pay them. You turn to surrogate. No love, no payment. They just use you drop. As you not get sense. A man did not go and meet your parents to marry you properly, but he's inviting you in his own country, and he's paying you a ticket only of go, not come back. You not think? You not get brain? They say her ticket was just one way. She won't go. She don't. So she knew she was going to die there now. How man go buy you ticket one way when you know that you're living back? You live in Europe. That you have to go back to Europe. And when you're going, she did not inform her family member she was going. She did not travel with a friend. You don't go and visit a man. A man must go and visit you. If you meet a man online, never go and visit him. You dishonor yourself.
Thank you. Yes.
You are the price. A man should leave and go and meet you. You don't go and visit his parents. Has he visited your parents? Does your parents know him? So they never marry, they never honor you. Now you go visit in-laws. Some women are mad, or they crazy. Oh, I don't know. I don't know who brought them up. This generation.
You know, Mr.
Useless.
Lee, I mean,
Yes.
I'm not gonna insult Pamela now, wherever she is at, but
I'm
it's
not
just
insulting her. I'm talking for others. What the problem is that's the problem. They will not learn, and when they die now, we don't want. We'll talk about it so that people that want to die tomorrow, like her, they will avoid dying because these men, you don't trust anybody these days.
yeah. And that's the point where that's why we're doing what we're doing, so that hopefully someone doesn't make the same mistake. But I have something that is boggling me though. Like, how come they had that second baby when they had another woman in the house? That means she never visited his house.
No, wait. The problem with some women that's so useless. How can you have a baby? I like the way is it Alice? Alice said maybe the first child was a mistake. No, Alice, the first child was to help the man have papers, because in France, when you have a child with a person that have the French citizenship, you have citizenship, you have papers because of the child. So he had a first baby for him to have papers. Now he abandoned her and went and live on his own. Instead for her to count all losses and move on, she thought that getting pregnant for him for the second time will bring him back. Most women are useless like that. You have one child with a man, he will just treat you anyhow. They think that okay, the second pregnancy will hold him down. My sister, you hold yourself down. You and that pregnancy, both
So
of you. So
we
it
have
doesn't hold.
we have
Pardon?
this comment. We have this comment about from Chancy. She said, "How dare you all talk about the dead? First of all, we still don't know what happened to her for sure." And she said, "Does anyone know her story? Does anyone know her why? She's not here to tell her side. This is speculation. Wow, there's a lot of judgmental single woman mothers speaking about what they wouldn't do. It's easy to speak about what we wouldn't want to do, but life throws lemons and makes it sour at times." Okay, so I guess maybe this you feel like we are judging Pamela.
No.
No, if Pamela is dead, there's not much we can do about it. But there's still some people out there navigating relationship. And guys, please, I don't want nobody to feel offended. The goal of today's life, like I said, if there was a better title for today's life, that would be a life to save a life. The goal today is to save someone, because maybe someone is about to be the next victim. How are they going to learn if you don't talk about these things? You are with a man, that means you never went to his house because he's there with another woman, but yet you get pregnant. It doesn't take you to where he sleeps, but yet it's taking you across the ocean to go see his family. Is there a lesson to learn? This is why we are talking, we are having this discussion. This was to answer Chansey, but go ahead, Miss Elise.
Well, for me,
Coach Michelle. Okay.
the woman commenting, I don't know whether she reads along the lines. So because somebody made a mistake and died, so we'll not caution people that are alive not to die, because you're saying that life is about lemoning and lemon and sour. My sister, let me tell you something. Life is a movie. You are an actor. I'm an actor. You make of it what you want. If you want a man to treat you right, you will behave right. You carry yourself right with dignity and honor. If you carry yourself like dustbin, you'll be treated like dustbin. People don't like the truth. Oh, let's lay. We're not living it to lay. One would tell women, don't go and stay with a man that has not married you. They'll say, no, it's love. He doesn't have money now. Wait, so can you call your father and tell him, hello, daddy? I know you train me well. I know you are nice. I know we have culture and traditions, but you see this love.
Uh-oh, did we lose you? Miss Elise, we can't hear you anymore if you're still here.
Parents will not have much. They will do all they can to put some value and some respect in your brain. You wake up one morning and decide to disgrace your whole family. I want us to be happy that when life throw you lemonade, it's sour, we should swallow it. We are not. Such ladies are disgrace to their parents and to everybody in their family. You both should stop the madness. Oh, you better stop it and behave. It's better for you to stay in your father's house and eat rice and oil and keep your honor and dignity than to go and sell yourself for free in a man's house because you have breasts and backside. You want to go and stay for free. Free prostitute, free house girl, free everything. What's wrong with this generation self? We are cautioning something that should not repeat itself again because we have culture, we have values. Forget about even God. Your culture, your traditions deny such behavior. But people want us to sit down and say, okay, she did well. Okay, the next girl, you too, go and stay with a man. Go and carry belle in the name of I love you. People should stop that nonsense and become normal in your brain. If not, what happened to Pamela? One by one, I goes, you know what is good about life, eh? When you don't listen to advice, your problem will speak to you. I think her problem spoke to her before she died. You people should think. A man cannot love you more than you love yourself. Remember that. You have to love yourself so the man will say, this woman, she has value, she has substance. This girl is different, oh. I have to do things differently. Oh, she's not like selfish. You know, this girl, hey, I beg, ma go see her papa then because this girl, she said, no, nonsense. He knows. The way you value yourself, the way you carry yourself, that's how a man will carry you. If you don't carry yourself well, my sister, they'll go treat you like trash. You sell yourself for $1, for €1, they'll buy you for 50 cents. That's how it is. So women should stop saying we should not judge. We will judge. On this earth, we are judged. When you die, you go to Jesus, to God, he will judge you. But when you're on this earth, us, human beings, who will tell you you have done wrong, you have done right. Then if you don't like it, go and meet Jesus. Because us, we will talk about it. What is this, Seth? Now, wow.
Thank you, Miss Elise. Like I said, when I heard this story, I felt that holy anger in me. I'm like, I felt so angry. This shouldn't happen. This shouldn't happen. Your parents have suffered and take you abroad, and this happened to you like this. And like I said again, a man will not take you to see where he lives, but it will make you travel across the globe. What kind of trusting is that? I don't know. Maybe this is a time for us to reflect on our own life and maybe change a thing or two before it's too late. But Luke is here and we haven't heard from you yet. Luke, what are your impressions so far?
Hello, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. First of all, I would like to say nobody is perfect. Uh, what happened to Pamela? It's a very serious thing, and it's very bad. It can happen to anybody. And secondly, I would like this. We don't really know what's really happened from the beginning, according to Alice. So I would like this to be an episode series, in series. I would like us to research more on what happened to Pamela before we start judging. And I would like to go with what Chansey said. Uh, let's mind what we say to the dead. It's not really good to say some kind of things to the dead. No, they are dead. We are trying to make an example out of Pamela, but the kind of word we use to try to mind them. Uh, I heard what I read online when I saw this story. When she came to Cameroon, I heard a guy, a man that is Wilfred, said Pamela went to an hotel to stay, but after that, he didn't hear anything from her again. The hotel, that was when he saw Pamela last. And according to CB, your man asks you to abort a child. That's the first red flag. And are in you are in Belgium. You got papers for your man,
No,
and your man.
hold on, look. I might forget if I don't say this now. You say my first red flag is how did you get pregnant when you don't know where the guy lives?
No,
Maybe
I said
maybe you're in a relationship yourself, you as a lady here, and you don't know where that guy lives. Maybe he's the one coming to you all the time. That's the first red flag for me. But go on.
okay, okay. I
Yeah.
said before. To me, the first red flag was the abortion type. The abortion type. That was to me. And secondly, I want to advise any lady to go and see a man first. He must be the first to come and see you. So you going to see that man, and you were the one that got papers for him. That's not good to me. That's not good. I I want to say it's a very bad thing to get papers for a man. If you love somebody, you can get papers for the person. but you have to be very calculative. You have to be very sure of yourself. Don't trust him yet. He's still he's still at that non-trusting stage. You don't trust him yet. Getting papers for him. I wouldn't say you should not get papers for a man according to what Mr. Lee said. You can get papers for a man if you love him. That's that's normal. But Pamela Pamela did wrong by going to see that man, going to see her people when the man has not even gone to see her people. To me, I would say the man is a suspect yet until proven guilty by the courts. The police should arrest him and interrogate him thoroughly to know what really happened to Pamela. I feel sorry for her. It's not really good what happened to Pamela. We are trying to learn. So I feel that there's more to it, because to me this is just the top of the iceberg. There's more at the bottom. I think we need to research more on what truly happened between the two of them. That's what I have to say, man.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like only Wilfred knows exactly what happened to her. It's already you're bringing someone. She's supposed to be your wife. You're bringing
No,
her
no,
to
no, no.
no, she's supposed, like when you take a woman to your parents, it's like to say my parents, this is the wife I have found. Let's do things right. I want to marry her. She comes and she lives in a hotel. You take her to a hotel, not to your family house, not to your grandma, to live with your grandma, to wash your grandma's plates and be like, I'm the wife, to the hotel, like just a friend, not like, I don't know, but he knows what happened to her. And 4 days later, he's back in Belgium. And as if nothing happened. And they even said that when he got to Belgium, he was the first person questioning what happened to her, like calling her friends and being like, have you guys heard from Pamela? I haven't heard from her since the day I dropped her at the hotel. But like I said, still, you're in a relationship and you don't know where that man is coming from to see you every day. I feel like that's the very, very first red flag. But
Coach Michelle,
yes.
please can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think 3 months ago there was this guy. I met him. He was asking me out, and we're talking. I was liking him. I'm going to be honest, but then he said something that threw me off. Like instantly, I was turned off. I was like, "Do you live alone?" I was like, because to me that question is pregnant. Do you live? You want to know if you should come to my house? Can I come and see you? I was like, you really going to come and visit me in my house where I live with my parents? Are you serious right now? I blocked. I blocked his number straight up because yeah, you're giving me that. The first thing we are supposed to do is go out on a real date. I will get to know you, and then when my sorry, when my instinct tells me okay, it's okay to visit him in his house, that's when I go. But I don't care who you are, I don't care who you think you are. If my instinct says no, I always listen. No matter how bad I like that person, I always listen to my instincts. Once my instinct starts warning me about you, I will try myself, as in I will try my best to make sure that I no longer have any contact with you. So I listen to my instincts very well. I know it's not easy. Sometimes we get it all wrong because of emotions and the rest. But men who talk like that, I want to come and visit you. Even after telling you that, yes, I live with my parents. I say, can you come and see me? For what exactly? I don't know you yet. You want to come to my house. So if I was living alone, that's how you come and no, it's a red flag. You can't come and visit me. Even if
But
I was living alone as a single lady, you can't come to my house. I won't allow it.
but
Because you can come to my house and beat the hell out of me. No.
see, what I'm only gonna say regarding that question is that I mean, first of all, you always have to listen to your intuition, and I'm pretty sure Pamela could feel that something was not right because our intuition is very powerful, but oftentimes we choose to ignore it. But I'm gonna say that maybe a man can also ask you if you live alone just to see if maybe you're like responsible. Maybe if you're like, maybe it will prefer that you don't live alone. Maybe because usually when a woman maybe lives alone, maybe that tells him a lot about how independent she is. Because a woman who lives alone, that tells you already that she is very independent, she's very strong, and maybe some men will prefer that their wife to be lives at home. I've seen some men maybe like the moment they get fiancé with a woman that who was living alone, they decide they will take her and put her into like their family. Like, I want you to be with my family until like we are ready to take things
No, you
for.
cannot, Coach Michelle, you cannot take somebody's daughter and put in your family when you have not paid her bride price. That's nonsense.
No, no, that's not. No, you don't understand. Like sometimes even like with your own family, I've seen some guy, especially coming from abroad, meeting a woman and liking her. They will tell her that, you know what, I want you to go back to your parents' house. Just maybe because they feel more confident if you live like in a family, in a family setting. So
If they don't trust you, they should keep moving. Because a lady can be in another city where she got a job, she's living there, she don't have any family member there, she meets you, you want her to go back to her parents' house. My friend, if you're not ready to meet a woman that is professional and knows what she wants, keep moving. What's the meaning of going back to your family because you met you? Is it living with his family members? Why is there always a concept about a woman that's trying to be herself, trying to develop her profession, trying to be who she is? If you don't trust somebody, keep moving. A woman is
I'm
not a thing. She's not a property. She's not and I don't know, I don't know, a land that you take anytime, you put anywhere. She has a profession. She has her life. Maybe she's on mission. They send her somewhere. The government sent her somewhere to. She's posted somewhere. Then she meets you there. Then her parents are from the south. You say no, go back to your parents until I want to marry you. So he will be visiting you in your parents' house when you don't know what he's doing in his own house. That's so bad. That's not a good way of thinking. If you
no,
meet a woman,
at least I understand where you're coming from when you say that. That makes sense. But I'm just saying that I've seen situation of men like liking a woman and advising that she goes to the family
no,
on.
those are men that they
I've
don't have
seen I've
self-esteem.
seen that, and they ended up getting married and everything was fine. So
My
that was
dear,
just CB
my
to tell her that some men, sometimes when they ask you that, it's not always like that they
my
have a bad intention.
Michelle, the experience have shown that when men behave like that, they're just controllers. They don't want to control.
Now,
And that
no,
and that
my
woman,
own, my case is not control, Elise. He was asking, to know if we can be intimate.
Oh,
That was
just to
why he
first
was
say,
asking.
wait,
That's
so
why
the
I
first
said
day
blocked.
so he just met you and he wants to be intimate with you. He has not known who you are. He has not done medical checkup. Nothing,
Yeah,
nothing. That kind of man, man.
apparently that's how some of them actually think. That's why I said blocked, because I got that vibes from him, and I said, okay, let me allow this man express himself. And after expressing himself, I said, blocked. I beg. I know if you do this one, blocked. What is that? Are you? I no, I can't. I beg.
okay. That's what I'm saying. That intuition is powerful, and you were able to discern what the man was doing. But now, coming back to our sister Pamela, like Luke said, let's maybe if you have any further information in the future, please bring that here so that maybe we can continue to educate our younger sisters. Like I said, it would be sad that tomorrow someone still make the same mistake. There are a lot of lessons to learn here.
I have an
So
information.
yes.
Yeah, I was on the live yesterday, and then somebody, her hairdresser, her friend, said
Okay.
that, yeah, a very close friend to her said that they were separated for a very long time, and the guy already moved on with his life, but the girl was trying to make things up. She was the one trying to make things up. When I say some women think that having more babies for a man will keep him. So
Okay.
this pregnancy is like makeup pregnant or makeup thing or whatever. So she was thinking that when she have another baby with him, it's going to bring him back in order and everything. And that's a mistake. So it did not work out. And when she was going, he only paid one way ticket for her. And the girl was wondering and asking her, one way ticket, how you going to go to do to come back? He was like, they're going to figure it out. How can a man pay you ticket one way? You don't have the other way. Is it not a sign for you that you are not coming back? But there are some things that they should explain to you. It's easy to understand. And you're forcing
Thank you
your
for bringing this information. So this is why there've been some recorded messages between both of them. The guy begging her to not keep the pregnancy. So she actually like maybe there was some manipulation from her to maybe like keep the guy in her life. Wow, this is a lot.
maybe the thing I'm seeing is that no matter how we talk, these women they don't listen. It's only death or consequences that can teach them. Women are very stubborn. I like men because men reason. They don't use emotion to do anything in life. Men look for result. Okay, what am I gaining from this? Nothing. It's bringing me headache. They'll just cancel it. Women, there's some women that don't have brain. They don't have brain because they have brain, but they don't use it. I like the man person. That's how me I think from a man approach. I look at the result. Emotions got nothing to do with life. Emotions don't resolve anything. What do you gain from this situation? Nothing. Next. People should stop. I don't know. A man has told you that he doesn't want. You are forcing things. So I don't know. You want to be in a relationship by yourself. Now you want to be. I don't understand. That's why there are many women that are married. They're married to themselves. The man I say he doesn't want to do again. He want to divorce. She say no. Let's pray. What are you praying for someone that has already made up their mind? The man will tell you openly, I don't want you. You are in church praying, doing fasting and praying. What are you praying for? You people should stop. Don't allow a man to tell you twice that he doesn't want you. Relationship is two people. To fight a war, you need an opponent. You need somebody to love you, but that's what you call marriage. When you want to love someone alone, you hear some women say, "My love is enough for two of us." What is wiring? What is the color of your problems? How will you say your love is enough for you and your husband? A man is with you, you don't see him, he doesn't call you. He answer your call after 3 days, after 4 days, and you are still with him. You block him. Me, when I was single, if I call you, you don't call me, but you don't text me back after 3 hours. You should be in two conditions. It's either you are dead or you are in coma. If you are alive, when you call me back, you mean that I've blocked you. I don't have time for nonsense. If in a relationship, I cannot be your priority, my brother, I go suffer for that marriage. Me lover girl that I am. You want to use me play the craze? No. Love who love you. This, men are very sweet. Men are very nice. When a man loves you, you will feel it in your bones. Allow men to love you. You people should stop to beg for love. Stop begging. Beg for mercy of God. Beg for salvation. Beg for the spirit, the fruit of the spirit. Even God said you don't have to beg, he will give it to you. Why are you begging human beings? Why? Is it the only man on earth? Are there no other men? Work on you so that a man will see reason to be with you. Work by November. You're a woman, a single girl. What skill have you learned from January till now? Have you improved in cooking? Have you improved in cleaning? Have you improved in organization? Have you improved? Have you studied 1 or 2 certification to improve yourself? Have you learned how to talk? There are women, they are not sweet. Ah, baby, how you doing? How was your day? God bless you. I have this suggestion. You speak like an angel. The man will be like, this girl, she's sugar. Oh, she's so sweet. Oh, you don't even know how to flatter a man. When you want to talk, you'll be shouting at the man as if you born him. How will you have a man? You don't know how to compromise. Men are like babies, for real. They're like babies. You use your intellect. You use your ways, manners of approach to flatter them. There are some women that are married, but they are single because what? They have chased the man out of the house. He will not spend time at home because when he come, she'll be shouting, she'll be frowning, she'll be doing everything. Somebody wrote on Facebook that women will tell you they miss you when you are at work. When you come back home, they are frowning. What do they really miss? A man will come to the house, you will not say, you will not welcome him with a kiss, you will not hug him, you will not give him food, you will not wash the plate. I cook yesterday, you cook today. You go die single. You are married, but you're alone in that marriage. That's why I don't care about women that say 20 years of marriage, 40 years. How many years of suffering and endurance? How many years? You people should stop fooling yourself and start behaving for your own good. You cannot say how you'll be in a house, you are frustrated. You're not talking to the man, he's not talking to you. You don't see him, he comes and go. And then when you come out, you say, hey, my husband, hey. Who are you? Who are you deceiving? Young girl, work on you. A woman like you is a nurse, is a doctor, is a pharmacist, is this. They have careers. All you do is from bed to bed, bed to bed. What will you? When a man wants to marry, he doesn't look for women that have ass and breast. He look for substance. What can keep you with him until death do you part? He's looking for character. He's looking for a woman that can keep home, a home builder, a woman that can educate his children, a woman that can bring his family together. a woman that can pray, a woman that can work hard, a woman that can keep home, a woman who will not be arguing plate, floor, who is washing, who is not washing, who is doing this. No, a woman that can bring his life together, encourage him to become a better person. You part using pregnancy that even mad woman can get pregnant. You part here because I don't born picking. Who tell you that? You should do better. Men don't follow. He'll sleep with you 5 minutes, 10 minutes. After the remainder of the rest of the day, what do you bring in it? What do you bring in his life? Your life, say you never finish to encourage yourself. You want to how are you going to encourage another person's child? Okay, you meet Victor. What do you bring in Victor's life? What have you done for your life first that Victor can see as an example? Oh, she worked on herself. She developed herself. She has some skills. She has this going on. She has this going on. You are there. Dead end. They're looking for Mr. Right. Are you right? You both should stop this. Take some time. Build yourself first. And when you're ready, I like when a woman say, I'm not ready for a relationship because she's still building herself. And that's right. You have nothing to offer to a man beside your ass. And you say you're a woman and they should take you for who you are. Go to your parents' house and stay there. Nobody needs you. You both should stop misbehaving. And I like men, they will not tell you that I'm misbehaving. No. They will just use you. When it's time to drop you, they will drop you and go. They will drop you. Men don't have this emotion. They don't have time for that. You don't bring something in their life, they drop you. You're not important, they drop you. You are not developing yourself. You're not irrelevant for their future, they drop you. We can do better. Women can do better.
Thank you, Miss Ellie. And I really hope that we're learning. I really hope that our young sisters out there are listening to this. Work on yourself first. So, and you provided a lot of pragmatical advices that women can take to not fall prey of certain men. But meanwhile, this guy has, if he has done anything to this lady, this is the end of his life too. So this also like give me the opportunity to tell some men. It's obvious that you enjoy the relationship that you're in. Like he has a woman at home and maybe was trying to protect that relationship that he has right now. What are you still doing out there? Because now is because if he has done anything to this woman, this is the end of his own life. She is maybe dead. He will spend the rest of his life in jail. If there's not like a death sentence in where he lives, like in Belgium or Brussels, where they live. So this is to tell men that please keep your zipper up. Why are you with a woman and a kid and you're still out there after your ex? Miss Alice, what are the advices that you can give to our young sisters as they navigate their own relationship to maybe help someone not to fall victim just like Pamela? Let's hear from you. Is Alice here? You are muted. Hold on. Alice, can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So what I can say here is that my advice to a woman out there is that before you got into the relationship, like today, I don't know the guy that you gave him a what do you
Luke?
say?
Was that Luke?
Luke, yeah,
Yeah.
Luke. Luke was saying that if you love somebody, you can bring the person up. It doesn't matter. You can be I'm gonna tell woman. I'm gonna tell Luke and Elise. Elise said you cannot work to help a man to grow. You know, sometimes love have what they call destiny. You can be in front of your destiny man. God just come and put him in front of you just to look at him and say and trying to like I don't even know. In this kind of thing, we need wisdom. All we have to pray about is wisdom. Ask God to open your eyes, ask God to open your ear, ask God to, I don't know, but when it comes to the relationship, it doesn't always mean that you have to go to a man that already have this, that already have that, that already have this, that already have this. Because sometimes, even when you are a woman, you go to a man that have everything. That relationship.
Uh-oh. Oh, Alice, we lost you. Please click the link again and come back in the studio. So Alice is saying that she doesn't necessarily agree with Miss Elise, who said that as a woman you cannot help a man. Because sometimes that man that God has prepared for you before the foundation of the world, sometimes you find him in a situation that you have to help him. And as Miss Alice was talking, that reminded me of, like, you guys know this story in the Bible, Abigail. There was a time David and his men were hungry. They came and they asked Abigail's husband for supply. He refused. But Abigail, discerning that David was a man of God, she decided to get the supply and run after him and provided all those supplies to him. I believe like the same day her husband died of a stroke, and she ended up getting married to David and becoming one of the queens. So yeah, sometimes God can put the man that was destined for you in a situation where he needs help, and you have to use that discernment to help that man. So Alice, are you done? Oh, she's
I'm
back.
not done. I am not done. I'm here now. My hand touched something. So what I was saying is that even I know sometimes in life, even in destiny, God can bring somebody to your face. Maybe that man that is in front of you is your life destiny. Now you have to use your wisdom. You have to speak to God. Where am I exactly going? Why did you put this man in front of me? And then you have to be also listening to that man. You have to be listening to what that man is. The conversation on the relationship is very, very important. The conversation, the communication, the time together. Because you're not gonna tell me you're gonna be with somebody for maybe 1, 2 years in the row, and you still don't know that this man right here is a man that's meant to be with me. You still don't know. Because whatever it is, if that man is not the man that's supposed to be yours, it's gonna be already a lot of sign that is showing already that, this person, you started like, I'm not really sure. Because it would depend on what you guys are talking, what he bring it up, what he bring it up. Because when it's a godly something, when it's a godly something, you see it. Because both of you are the people that love God in your life. Maybe God is one that sent it to you, and then you yourself love God. Money is not always it's not always something that come into the relationship. We put the money aside, we put everything aside. Because I know people that have money. They have everything in the world, but they're still not happy.
So
Because that was not God something.
Can
You
I
have everything, but
can
you
I
still not happy.
can I make a
And
motion?
now, and now, I'm gonna say about the what Elise was saying, that you cannot give paper to a man. Why not? It depends. It depends. You can. I know a lot of people that give people that met a relationship, a man that does not have anything, and they have been together till today. When you see them, there's peaceful. It's not like maybe they are fighting outside, inside, and when they are coming out, they look like they are okay. No, no. Anyway, we just have to, like, focus. We need to focus on what we are looking for.
Alice,
Don't be here, don't be there. Don't share your idea everywhere. Don't
Alice,
be thinking about
Alice, I
everything
have
at
a
the same
question.
time.
Alice, I have a question for
hold
you.
on. So Miss Alice,
Yes, ma'am.
hold on. So Miss Alice, you're saying that you can help a man, and even you can even go to the extent of giving him paper, and you both have a good marriage.
Yes, it depends. If it's a godly man that God has sent to, if it's your destiny man, that can
Mhm.
happen.
That can
But if it's not the man that God is the destiny man, by the time you started it, you're gonna see sign. You'll be
Alice,
like, huh.
Alice, may I have a question for you, please? You said money is not important. You meet
No,
a man,
everything.
he doesn't have a job, he
That
doesn't
is
have any.
not that is not what I mean. That is not what I mean. Money is important in the relationship.
Okay, now you said it right
But
because you said it was not
yes,
important. Now you have corrected it.
money is important. What I'm saying is that following a man that already have a career, that already have money, does not always mean that that's gonna be the man that's gonna set you up.
Okay, well, let me say this. In life, there are women that were born to suffer for men. Those are like Pamela. Hmm? Yeah, we should be honest. There are women that want to do what nature has refused. A man
Mm-hmm.
is a man when he can take responsibilities.
Ability. Yeah.
That's the criteria to be in a relationship. You don't take people's daughter and hire them to come and suffer with you and tell them the day God
Mm-hmm.
decides to bless me. No, it's wrong. We should never advise our sisters to be with men that are not responsible. A man would have finished school or finished his trade and he's working, he's stable, he can take care of you and him. You can marry him. I'm not saying he should be a billionaire. No, he should be able to take care of you and him.
We
A
understand
man,
that. I did not say
my
no. I'm
sister,
not.
wait a minute, I'm coming. You say a woman should give a man paper. A man
I
that
did
is
not.
in,
You don't
wait.
understand. That
No,
means you
no,
did not
no.
get my point.
No,
My
your
point is
point,
that
you wait a minute. You say a woman can give a man paper. And I said
paper. Yeah.
no.
Mm-hmm.
I said,
No, that is
wait,
not what I'm saying. Look. Hold on. You did not understand my point. You cannot just get up one day because you met a guy on your way, and then that guy said, "I want a paper," and you just get up just like that to go give him a paper. No, that's not what I'm saying.
So
If it's
Ali,
a godly something, you
Ali,
have to make sure that the person that is in front of you is this man that is in front of me is really it's not something that can only take one day. The
okay,
person,
fine.
somebody cannot just come to your life today
Ali, it's
and you
okay.
just decide
I've
to give him
understood.
paper.
Let me talk to the woman in the hall. Never
Yeah.
settle for a man that is not stable. A man that don't have money to come and honor you in front of your parents, marry you. I'm not saying do a Hollywood movie, Nollywood marriage. A man that can honor
Hmm.
you, pay your bride price, get married to you in court before going to his house. Move on, keep moving.
And
Don't
then
give it.
he's gonna finish marry you. You know, we have a lot of men out there. After they do all that, now you come to their house, you become their slave. Oh,
No,
I
no,
pay your
my
back
dear,
part.
please,
Oh, I did
Mama,
this.
Mama,
Oh, you look, it's
wait,
not always
wait, 1 second.
anyhow,
No, you know what?
anyhow.
I
Oh
think it
dear.
goes both way, guys. I think it goes
It's
both way.
both way. Anyhow,
Why?
anyhow it
I have a
goes.
question, Coach Michelle.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know why most women think that suffering with a man will make him respect you. I don't know why
It's
they.
not
I,
always.
can I?
Even if you
No, no,
put
no.
it,
I'm not arguing, Alice. I'm not arguing with you. I'm giving my point of view. I've understood your point of view and I respect it. Let me give
mm-hmm.
my own. Yeah, I've respected what you've said. I'm not arguing anything you said. What I'm telling ladies, if a man don't have a stable job, means that he's maybe, let's say he's in France. He doesn't have papers to work in France. He doesn't have a stable job. He tells you hi,
Mm-hmm.
say hi and keep moving. You're not
So
immigration. You are not his parents. He doesn't have a stable job. He doesn't have a stable income. You will give him money to marry you because of love. You will send money to your parents to say he's the one knocking
No,
the door.
no,
No, Alice, don't, Alice,
that's not what
Alice,
I'm
don't,
saying.
Alice, I'm not
guys,
talking about you. Wait. Can you mute your mic, please? I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking to the ladies that are doing that. Michelle, the problem is
Mm-hmm.
that today's ladies, they are ready to sponsor their marriage. Some
Yeah.
ladies today, they will, Mrs. Alice, please, can you mute yourself? I'm giving my own point of view.
yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
not Thank you. Today's lady, Coach Michelle, the reason why there are many baby mamas in Europe abroad is because women have refused to be women. A woman will sit on her path and allow a man to be a man. A man that wants to marry you should prove that he can take care of you, should prove that he can support a family. A woman's salary, I always say, is a bonus. It is a bonus. Women that are ready to sponsor their own marriages and everything, it will never work. Because even the ancestors know that this man is not ready for our daughter. Okay, if you give money to a man to marry you, And then when you marry, he becomes irresponsible. He doesn't do anything. You do after you say, this he doesn't help with bills. He doesn't do. My sister, you started it. You have shown him that you are able. Carry the cross and do everything. Now, when you marry an irresponsible man, you marry him. Will not be saying, "Now he marry you." Now you marry him. The day you talk too much, he will say, "After all, you're not the one that married me. I told you I was not ready. You gave me money and managed me like that. Now, is it not what you wanted? If you would have waited, I was not ready, and still now I'm still struggling. I don't even know what to do." There are women that receive such insults in the name of, "I wanted to be married. I wanted a big wedding." A man will tell you, "Okay, let's just do a small court wedding with this small money now. I don't have much money." You say, "No, no, no. I want a big wedding." When you do big wedding now, then he's still managing himself. He's still working on himself. And then at a point, he will insult you and say, "Please stop. Stop nagging. Stop disturbing me because I told you I don't have money for this and you accepted. And you have been doing everything. So leave me alone." You will not make a man irresponsible by marrying yourself to say, love is in it. He doesn't have papers. He's not working. I'll borrow him money. When he marry me, after he will give me back the money. He will never give you back the money. And if you marry a man, just know that your life is finished. Your life is finished. Women should remain women. Allow a man to come to you. Allow a man to decide when he's ready to marry you. Allow a man to take the first steps for everything. That makes him a man. Don't go before him. Don't go behind him. Walk with him. That's what women this society don't understand. They think that, oh, when a man is not doing well, I can support him. I can do. Michelle, let me tell you a story. There's a lady in Dallas that met a guy that did not have papers, did not have anything going on. She said she loved the guy. She was a nurse. She opened a business for the guy with her own money. She opened a business for the guy. She bought a house. Let me tell you the story. Let us be going. She bought a house for the guy in the guy's name. And now brought the guy to tell her parents that, oh, he's responsible. He opened his business. He has this. Can you imagine? Oh? She did it for the guy. Now the guy married her now. The guy beat the hell out of her, beat her mother, and chased her. And say he want divorce. She's the one that paid for the diary, paid for everything. But she was pretending. It's when it became worse. The night she now said, I don't know what to do. And she bought the house for the guy even before they got married. So she will not even have that house back. She will not have the business back. That's to show you how some girls don't turn into the name of love. Allow the man to work on himself little by little. If you meet him doing a small thing, you love him that way, let him do whatever he is doing and let him get ready to marry you. Don't force him. Don't help him. I say don't help a man to be a man. He get why. He get why. And that why are consequences. That why are Pamela consequences. That why are women with single mothers. Because when that man become himself, he will look at you and say, this one's not be my type. He will abandon you. And after that, you will start crying. And I know will not be an excuse. Let me stop there.
Thank you, Miss Elise. But what I'm going to say is that your approach of life is kind of like a safety net, because oftentimes, more than often, when a woman gets in that relationship and start being the giver, it oftentimes never turns well. Why? Because God created man to be the provider in a relationship. I'm like, in 9 out of 10 cases, I've never seen relationship turning well when women are the providers in those relationships. Oftentimes, more than often, it never turns out well, because the moment you provide for a man, I always say this, he turns around and look for someone else that he can become the provider for. So yes, we need to allow men to provide for us. We need to allow those men to be men. But meanwhile, I also understand where Alice is coming from. There have been some cases, like I said, 9 out of 10. There's always that one case where the man is a little bit less financially stable than the woman, and the woman helps him, and it turns out to be the most wonderful husband that anyone can wish for. But now Alice also mentioned something. It takes prayer. You can't just out of nowhere pick up a man and decide to like clean that man up and get him a situation and feel like because you have done that he's gonna love you. No, men love the one they provide for. Like when a man loves you, even if he doesn't have, it will gather from the little that he have to take care of you, because that is what
Mhm.
makes it feel like a man. So you cannot just like pick up the first man and decide to become the man in the relationship and you're the provider, you're the one doing all these things. It takes prayer, and Alice mentioned that. You need to be sure, you need to pray and be sure that this man is it, that's my husband. You need to prayerfully approach that situation of you being more financially stable than a man and decide to journey with that man. It takes a lot of prayer, it takes a lot of discernment. So we cannot just come here and be like, don't ever help a man. But you have to be wise and you have to pray, because at the end of the day, when you throw your stone, you don't always know where it's going to land. So may God help us. So, Sibi,
Mhm.
let's hear from you. What is your advice to our younger sisters? 2 or 3 things that you want, like our younger sisters that are listening now or that will be listening in the future, that you want them to take with them as we wrap things up.
Okay, the first thing I'm going to say is never doubt your instincts. Never doubt your instincts. Sometimes when we are in love, our emotions can cloud our judgments and we end up making mistakes. I have made
Mhm.
mistakes and I've also learned from my mistakes. So what I'll say is never doubt your instinct. One, two, be prayerful. And three, don't go into a relationship with this mindset that I want to do this for him so that he will
To
love
get
me.
this,
Make sure that
you know.
whatever you're doing for that man, you're doing it because you are a nice person, you're a kind person. So that if he doesn't reciprocate, you won't
It's
feel so
okay.
hot.
Mhm.
Yes, you won't feel so hot in the future if he doesn't reciprocate, because I'm actually speaking from experience. I did something hoping to, um hoping that he was going to reciprocate, and he didn't, and I was so hot. I was so hot that I told him, I said, I wish I never did this for you. I wish I never opened this door for you. I wish I never gave you this opportunity. I said all those things. So that's why I learned from that also. I said, okay, fine, if I want to do something for you, I'll know that I'm doing it because I see you as somebody that maybe God wants to use me to, meet a particular need in your life. So do
Mm.
it with that mentality so that if it doesn't work out tomorrow, you don't stay bitter and angry. Yes, and you don't have regrets. You just look back at the past and say, okay, you know what? Well, yeah, God used me, to meet this person's need. So that's just what I'm going to say. And then the last one, when you see red flags, no matter how tiny the flags are, pay attention to them and do not ignore them. Don't ignore red flags. Don't. Don't never ignore red flags. Please. And then don't be so desperate that you want to be the man in the relationship. Emphasis on man, man. Let the man wear the pants. Let him wear the pants. Let him be the man in the relationship. Let him pilot the relationship, because like Coach Michelle said, I agree with you, ma. When a man is in control of the relationship, everything goes smoothly. Not 100%, but at least you can tell that yes, okay, we're meant to be together. This is going to work out. But when you as the woman, you want to take the wheel, you guys will crash. That's just all I have to say. Thank you, ma.
Thank you, CB. Look, let's hear from you. 2 or 3 advices to our younger sisters. So what happened to Pamela never happen again.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay. First of all, I would say prayer. Prayer is very important. We cannot write out prayers about relationship. Even though we love somebody, even though we love somebody, we should still talk to God about that person, if
Mm.
that person is really for us. And secondly, according to what CB said, you shouldn't treat yourself as a man. You shouldn't treat yourself as a man. I know the Bible said that in the last days there will come a time when, yeah, 7 women will rush to one man and fall on him. We want to marry you. Please, let's have Let's have your name. Let's have your name. That time is now. We see what is happening. People are rushing, harboring babies for one man. That's what the Bible says. But let's let's still let's still have self-respect, ladies. The man is supposed to be the provider. The man is supposed to take care of you. Let's not throw ourselves at any man because we love that person. Because we love that person. Let the man come first, then talk things out with the person. That's all I have to say. And I would like to say, lastly, I would like to say that all what Miss Alice was saying, I enjoyed it. I'll go with what everything she said. Everything she said goes with what I wanted to say before. I love what she said. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. I don't know if anyone else has anything to say. And what I would say to my younger sister is that choose you. And I think a lot of us said the same thing here. Choose you. If it doesn't feel right, it's certainly not right. Don't throw yourself under the bus like that. Don't choose you. Choose your happiness first. Choose you. And I'm so glad. I said a prayer. I said, thank God that she did not take her baby with her. Who knows? Maybe both of them would have disappeared. So choose you. Choose you no matter what.
Cause
You are,
Michelle,
yes.
here it's not only about relationship, single, or looking for the husband or child or so on the man. Even the one that is already married, even the one that is already married in called traditional marriage with the parent, everything parent agree. You still have to make sure that man that you are in there because they can change at any time. You know, the devil is around walking everywhere, trying to know who look for who you're gonna eat. Sometimes things are working well, and one devil just come in. The devil just come in just like that and trying to take everything away. And then, like I was saying, the prayer, even if you know that this man is man, you already go see the parent, you have everything. You have to have a prayer in the center of the house because anything can cut at any time. That people don't be like, what happened again? You just see something, it change, you don't even know where it's coming from. You
Mhm.
know, this man, we got been married for 5 years. Everything was going smoothly. Everything. This woman was going to be my wife. You know, things started changing only because maybe we neglected the prayer point, think everything is just okay. And you
Ali,
see,
Ali, did you say 5 years?
even 20, even if it's 100 years,
Hey, Jesus. So, hey, God.
even if it's 100 years, I'm
Alice,
just saying.
I think we need a special section for you. I don't know.
She said that
Look,
even after 5 years, things can go wrong. And it's true, right? Like things do go wrong sometimes.
even after 20 years, even after
20
30 years,
years. Hmm.
even after 50 years of marriage, things can still go wrong because the devil is
Oh, you got
outside there
tired.
looking for who you're gonna eat.
Hmm. You have
Can
a
You
I
know,
very
can I
valid point, ma'am. It's
can
true.
I say can I say something?
Yeah.
Women are always aware of the changes in relationships. Women are not mad. If a man
mm-hmm,
is cheating, a woman knows.
it's
If a man
true.
is changing, so when you ignore the signals, don't say
Mm-hmm.
you did not know. You saw it.
They know, they
You
know
know.
it.
People should
They
stop
don't want to agree.
pretending. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't see it. It's a lie. You saw it. Even in a
That's a
relationship, you
lie.
saw it. So if you, that's why me, I don't pity people like that. When it happen, I say, is it a shock? It shocked you. It's good. It's not the result you wanted. No, I don't pity people like that because
Mm-hmm,
I should waste my pity for
mm-hmm,
people that really need pity. Not people that decided to mess up their lives. So I don't know.
mm-hmm,
I don't know. We are Africans, thank God. We come from where there's culture, where
hmm.
there's good upbringing. Because even though you both have the same upbringing, you will not see a good Oyibo pikin that will carry her bag, go and stay for man house for free, or show free. No, we don't do that. But you see,
Oh my
it's
goodness.
even worse because if in Africa, when an African girl in Africa does that, so her family is so poor, she went there to fund, so that the man can take care of her and her siblings. And that one, she becomes a living sacrifice. It's okay. But you that is in Europe, you have your money, you have your
Mm-hmm.
job, you have your training. Okay, if they ask you what happened, how you go explain them? How?
Mm.
So you
You're
have
not
a
gonna say
job.
anything.
I don't understand.
Nothing to
So
explain.
so you have no reason to take your bags and go and look for man and say you were hungry. Say you were
My
going to
dear.
stay there so that he will take care of your family. No. I think African women in Europe should behave better because they have better conditions. They have
And the
better
good thing is
conditions.
that she's already legal. She have a paper. Why do you want to go put yourself in that position? With everything, God already blessed you with everything.
No, when
Why
you
would
when
you
you
go?
talk to them, they will say it's nature. They gave them lemonade and they gave them lemon and they made a lemonade out of it. This is the result of lemonade. This is
How could
lemonade,
I? How could I
lemon
understand
result.
that she? How could I understand that they are following a man because they don't maybe have a paper? They want to have a paper and they do it, and the man did that. Yes, but you already have your stuff. Why do you want to go put yourself in that position? I don't know. Only God knows. At the end of the day, only God knows what was going on between those two
No, the
people.
problem is I think there's a spirit following African girls in Europe. There's a special spirit because I don't understand. I don't understand. Abroad,
Hmm.
any small, even when you don't get doki as a woman, you feel work, get something, look for where to stay with another
Yeah.
girl. Keep your dignity and
Hmm.
respect. We keep talking about it.
Yeah.
And people that are saying they will pray. Which pastor will unite you and a man that he has not gone and pay your diary? Which pastor?
It's
Which
not the
pastor?
pastor. Oh. It's not the pastor. It's God. God. But the pastor is not God. Pastor is not the God. Pastor is not God himself. Yeah.
My own problem with this,
Pastor
I
is
don't
not.
know. People should do better because I just feel bad for her parents. Just imagine what her parents are going through now.
Mm,
What her
yeah.
mom, they say the child will bury their parents. Now their parents are burying their own child. What a curse. It's not
Mm,
good. That's why I say when you want to
mm,
behave, I beg, pity your parents more. Pity them for all they've done for you. Pity them before you ask. Say, if my mom hear about this, will she be happy? If my father hear of this, will he be happy? Ask, question yourself before you act. Even if you don't love yourself, no problem. Pity your parents. You these children of today. Think for 5 minutes. Think, pity your parents. Don't act anyhow because there are people that will suffer it. It's not good. We're talking as if we are joking, but it's not good. If you should have heard our advice by now, we'll not be talking about somebody. Okay, now she's dead there. The guy is back in Europe. Who will take her body to her country? Who? That's the question.
yeah,
So now
they
they have
just
to.
bear them.
So now they have to. You want to bury somebody else in another country?
Just bear her there.
You people are not scared of the Jew.
I mean, if it's her, if it, I'm pretty sure they took that body for identification. If it turns out to be her, I hope that they take it back.
Mm,
Like Congo is not too far from Cameroon, so they can
mhm,
I
upper.
just want to. I just want to counsel you people. You people know Congo people. They don't forgive. Oh. Let me give people a
mm,
secret. Congo people don't forgive. If
Really?
you if you try if you try Congo person, they go pay you back. I'm just telling you people something that is free. You remember when you remember the Congo president that his wife or his daughter was married to the Gabon president. You people remember that story. When his daughter died, he told them, give me, I gave you people a wife, I didn't give you people the body. Give me back the body. You people know what happened later.
mhm.
You people know what happened later. Or should I explain more?
Yes,
You
please.
understand?
Please, I
No,
don't
no, no. No, what happened to the president of Gabon after he gave the body back? What happened to him?
Mm.
You people got the answer. Congo don't forgive. Give back their body. They go show. They go. Eh?
Is that what happened?
He did not leave it.
I didn't have
He
the
didn't,
details.
he didn't leave after that now.
Wow.
Huh? Okay.
I
So
mean,
Congo people don't forgive. They would do like everybody that knew about what was going to happen to the girl. Everybody that planned, all of them would die. One chance, straight.
Mm.
well, I hope that before they even get there, I hope that the justice system will take
No,
hold
don't
of.
worry. There's a justice that is faster than the judge. Don't worry. There's a judge. They have judges in their village that are faster than the judge. Don't worry.
We have to advise our man not to be Not to be always anything that went wrong in the relationship. They just the only thing that comes to that is just to go kill the woman. I don't know why they
Just
always have to go kill somebody.
you have that woman in the house. What are you still doing with Pamela? You have a wife in the house, like a woman with kids in there.
You know,
You open
I don't blame the man. I blame Pamela. She knew the man has moved on. What was she doing behind that man?
Yeah, I blame Pamela too.
I don't blame
She's
the
the one
man
I'm
because
blaming.
the man will ask you. You are the one to say yes. If they ask you out, must you say you are doing? You are saying you are laughing. Comfort, you are laughing. A man, if a man asks a woman out, you refuse. He will not force you. Me, I don't blame men. No, I blame women. If you
Mm-hmm.
behave yourself, see, let me tell you something, Coach Michelle. If today all women say no sex before marriage, men will start getting married every weekend.
It's true.
I say
It's
every
true.
weekend they will say no sex.
100%.
You will see
The
every
relationships have
in
ended
fact,
because you say no
you will
sex.
hear wedding on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday, and if every woman close her leg,
This
say
is the
no more.
kind of advice that I could have my daughter listen to it. This is a
I
great point.
I say if you
I
close your
heard the
leg,
man.
Great point.
if you close
I heard
your
the
leg,
man saying that.
hmm,
I heard the man saying that you will never go
I
3 days
agree
without
because
having sex.
they will still single mother shame you when you're pregnant and you are a single mom. They'll still be the one to say, "Oh, you're a single mother."
and they will still
Yeah,
say they don't
yeah.
want
I
to marry
think
you, that you are second hand. I say if today is Sunday, all the women around the world close their legs, all the single girls for 3 months, for
Yeah.
4 months, you see men marrying like it's a disease.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be
It's
getting
true.
married like, and because they have nowhere to go and enjoy themselves. They say, this one is serious, so they will get married. So it's in our hands to discipline these
Yeah.
men. If
Yeah.
you are a single girl, close your leg. You want marry, you marry before 6 months. Don't worry. You have 2 or 3 of them.
Hmm.
Before you know it, they'll become two. Before you know that one man, he will rush and marry you. Close your legs. Take them out. Let them be spending on you. When they want to do, you say no, not do it. No, marry me first. You see them getting married to you. But when you become Olosho free, they will date you for 6 years, zero marriage. Date you for 3 years. You have master degree, bachelor's degree inside relationship, no certification. Close your
What
legs.
about what about if he marry you now and go kill you? What do you do?
He will not kill you before you marry him, before your father question him. When you see your father, your brain will reset. Of course now,
No, really. It's not always
my
true.
sister, most men that kill women, that are men that have not seen the parents of the woman. Yes.
Okay, guys, let's call it the day.
Oh,
One day, let's go about other things. Thank you so much, Mr. Lee. Thank you, CB, Luke, and
mm.
we really hope that someone learned something today. That please don't make the same mistake. Please let's be wise, and please let's take the habit of telling our family our ways about. Let's be
Mm-hmm.
safe, let's be careful, and let's be alive, because at the end of the
yes,
day,
and let's also report threats. Don't take any threats lightly. When someone says, "I will kill you," take it seriously. Don't say, "Oh, I just said it
Mm-hmm.
in the heat of anger." No, take it
yeah,
seriously.
And
Whether you're a
then
man or
and
a woman.
then and
yeah,
then and then do not stay in the relationship because you invest in the relationship because your life value what than anything. Don't
and
stay there because you invested.
man with kids.
Yes, don't stay
I've seen
because you invested in it. Yes, good point, ma'am.
No,
Thank you.
don't stay because you invested. Just get yourself out as soon as you can.
And
yeah,
please stop investing on men. Please, you open a business. Don't invest on men, please. People should stop. Don't give a
Mm.
man money. Never. Don't give man
No.
money. Don't help man in anything. People should remember, if you do not hear anything today, don't help man, period. Help your family members, that man, when he's a man, then you'll be a supportive wife. Relationship, 1 naira,
Mm.
$1, €1, don't give him.
Yeah, the money that is yours, even you don't give him nothing, he's gonna come back to you. He was still gonna come back.
yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, don't use pregnancy to keep that man. I've seen so many
Yeah.
men abandoning their wife and 5 kids to go to take care of another woman who has other kids before him. I've seen that so many times.
Mm-hmm.
So when a man likes you, really having kids for him will not keep him. So don't have
Yeah.
that first child, it forces about, and you go have the second one, hoping that is going to keep him. No, like I said,
Nope.
man will abandon his biological children to go take care of stepkids
A woman that he loves.
just because he loves that woman. Men will do that in a heartbeat. I've seen it so many times. That's men.
Yeah.
If he loves
Yeah.
you, kids or no kids, he will love you. So do not make that mistake. Guys,
Dear.
let's call it a day. Let's draw the curtains. Thank you so much. I will see you guys next Sunday by the grace of God. Bye, y'all. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Oh Lord, Alice. How do I get
Imagine
out?
a world where borders are no barriers to love. Welcome to African Abroad Date, a platform for Africans living in the US, Canada, Europe, Australia, and beyond seeking meaningful connections. We've been in the business of love for over 5 years, helping millions find their match. We offer a community where you can search for potential partners based on location, profession, and more. Our profiles are verified, and we provide options to maintain your privacy. Our mission: to help you find lasting love no matter where you are. Sign up today at www.africanabroaddate.com. Bid loneliness goodbye.